Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Please go and grab a snack and a drink. I've got magic beans here, and these are just vegan Smarties. We call them magic beans. Why not? And I've got a peppermint tea. And today I thought I would show you and give you a bit of a demo and a run through, I guess, of my brand new Procreate brushes that I have just finished designing. They are now out in the wild. I've released them, they're in my shop, and you can also, at the minute, if you like what you see here, you can get a discount on them at the moment as well. I think it's 20% off, but I will link them down below. I'm going to have that offer running for another week or so, but I just thought I would give you a bit of a run through and show you what they're like and what you can do with them. Oh my goodness, these are so good. Also, I do apologise about this that you're going to see throughout the rest of the video. I cut my thumb on a slide the other day that I was going down with my son. Don't know how, because there was no sharp bits. I really don't know how I did it, and then it got infected, and it's not the prettiest thing to look at. Luckily it's on the mend, but I thought I'd put a plaster on just to cover up the nastiness, because it's not aesthetically pleasing in the slightest. So I'm going to start with one of my favourite ones, and it's called Grunge Leaves. There are 10 different brushes in this pack, but these pointy leaf ones have my heart at the minute. It's kind of similar to the scratchy leaves one, but at the same time they're really different. So I'm going to show you the grungy one. And you know what? Let's go for like some autumnal leaves, because even though it's not autumn at the minute, a girl can dream. So I really love that a lot of these brushes you can do like a continuous circle with them. Some of them don't match like circularly, but you can still get like a nice sort of weave out of them like that. And you can like coil round and just do a bit of this. But I really like at the minute just to have a play about and get some creative like freedom, I guess. I just like messing about and doing these little wreaths. So something that I use a lot in my work, if we get a new layer and then add the clipping mask over the top, is I like to add just a bit of depth. Usually I use the Bonobo chalk, and I just go over it like this and just create some shadows and some depth, and then I go back over again afterwards with a highlight and then do the tips. But these brushes have been so much fun. Let's go for a little peachy colour. And they've really helped me to discover a new sort of avenue, as I say, freedom with creating again and just having some fun with textures and all of these different outcomes and possibilities. I absolutely love them. So straight away it just creates a hell of a lot more depth and detail than just doing, you know, a standard flat colour. So that's the grungy leaves one. It's really pretty. So which one should we try next? But this fir branch is also a favourite, and you can also, it kind of looks a little bit like tinsel. So come Christmas time, why didn't I do these a couple of months earlier? I'll never know. But if we get some, maybe a dark green, like a really deep, we are getting a moody up in here. So put that there, and then I'll just pop that underneath so that there's just some little bits like sticking out. Do need to make that a bit smaller, I think. So this is like, I did a bit of a promo image for these brushes, and this is a similar sort of approach that I had when I was making just a little wreath. But I think what I like about this brush pack is there's just so many different possibilities. So that's the fir one, and again I'll just show you that, make it a bit bigger. It's got a lot of texture to it, this one. I think it's really pretty and it really packs a punch. So that's the fir one, so like Christmas trees. I've eaten all the beans and I'm not sorry. So I'm just going to show you one of the other brushes, but it's not going to tie into this piece that we're just playing about with. But my husband was like, Ellis, do bamboo. So I thought I would try and put together like a little bamboo shoot that when you sort of use a continuous line, it literally looks like little bamboo. It's just popping up. It's really cute. I'm pleased with that one. If you have a steadier hand, then you can make it a bit straighter, but I kind of like when it goes a bit wonky. like it looks very cute. So this ivy is an absolute must within a foliage pack, in my humble opinion. I absolutely love it, and what I tried to do was just weave a bit like in and out like this, and just kind of make it look as if it's wrapping around the design like that. It's so simple, but it really sort of starts to come together. And again, you can add another layer and use your clipping mask, and then ivy's more of like a yellowish tip, I think. But then I get my Bonobo chalk or whatever other brush that you like. That might be a bit big actually, but you can just go over the tips and add a little bit of definition there to make them pop out against all of the other bits and pieces. It's so fun, and honestly I don't know why it took me so long to do this, but it's been on my list of things to do for ages. As I venture into more digital products with my shop as well. I think the whole Royal Mail fiasco last month and over Christmas really kind of brought into perspective for me how important it is to at least try and do digital products. So watch this space. There are going to be more bits and pieces available. I do have colouring pages on there as well, but just an FYI, if you sign up to my Patreon, then you get the entire backlog of colouring pages for the same price as, you know, just a couple in the shop. So that's something to bear in mind if you like colouring pages. But I'm thinking of doing like some stationery and some other brush sets too. So I'm gonna fully explore, I think in more detail, the different textures that I like to use typically in my own work, and then try and put together my own texture brush packs too for sketching and doodling and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see how it like really starts to come together, and it's so cute. And these would be great for like little Christmas cards, and it just feels nice to be able to whip it together quite quickly without having to draw out each individual leaf like I normally do. So that's that one. Just for the, you know, speed of the video, I'm just going to leave that one there, but as you can see, it's starting to come together. I will show you some more. Now the thorns one is really interesting. I wanted something that was very maleficent, I suppose, but if we go for a nice deep purple, let's just merge those two together. I'll make another layer. You have to kind of concentrate on it flowing a bit more because of the stalks of it, but you could easily just make like a thorny, whoa, you know, the kind of thing that Prince Philip would have to slash through, and then you've got a thorny bush. But I wanted it to be kind of like Maleficent meets Tim Burton, hence like, you know, the little curly bits here, and yeah, it's nice little thorny spikes. Okay, so we've done thorns, we've done bamboo, we've done ivy. Let's have a look at the ash ones. So ash leaves, let's have a look. Should we try and bring in a different colour? Being a bit adventurous here, I'm not usually this. I usually use quite a limited colour palette, so let's have a look. So make those a little bit bigger. And I think with these ones I am going to stamp, so that's a nice size. And I think you can also like rub little bits out too, so I don't really want that stalk there. So you could even go back in afterwards with that and make it look like, you know, with a separate brush you could make it look like it's been looped on or tied on to the wreath. Oh my goodness. Just all of the possibilities make me so happy. Like that. So you just kind of hide where it joins into the rest of it. I'm gonna put that one just there. I think I'm getting ready for a new iPad this year at some point. This one is the, I think it's generation 6, I think, when I checked it. But it's now, when did I get it? I got it in 2018. So it's 5 years old now, and the battery life on it is just really quite terrible, and the pencil too. So I have to charge it up so many times. But alas, these things are expensive. So my one of my goals for this year is to save up for the newer one. And hopefully, because this screen is very small too. So when I first bought my iPad in 2018, I'd never done digital art before. And I went in there thinking I'd have to spend all this money on an iPad Pro to be able to dabble and join the world of digital illustration with Procreate. And I got to the shop, and the shop assistant was really great, and he said the newer iPad is compatible with the pencil, which I think they're all compatible now, aren't they? I don't know why they weren't to begin with. Money, I suppose, and Apple, but it saved me a lot of money when I bought my first ever iPad, because I didn't have to get the Pro, and it's also the standard screen, so I think it's, what is it, like the 9-inch something or other. But now that digital art has become like my main source of income, I'm a full-time illustrator, I would love to splash out on the bigger screen next time. I think that'd be really fun. This one has served me so well, it's just that the battery life now, we are struggling, aren't we, old friend? Yeah, maybe if we put another one, let's turn it like that. But yeah, as you can tell, it just comes together really quickly. Also I'm going to add a different size of this one and just add some more. I think that's a little bit small. But also with digital art, because I am a full-time mama as well now, opportunities to get my work done are slimmer than they were before. So having my digital art to hand, like I carry this with me wherever I go, I pop it in my changing bag, so that if I'm out and about and he falls asleep, I can stop somewhere like a coffee shop or a cafe, and I can make the most of that time that he's asleep. There we go, so cute. If I get nap trapped in the car, which is a regular occurrence, I can just whip my iPad out, and it's so convenient, so quick and easy, and I can carry on with my artwork from wherever I left off earlier, providing I've got charge. So I've also got to carry a charger cable around with me as well. But yeah, this one is really pretty, just to show you. That's a beautiful mustard colour, but this one is lovely. It's one of my favourites. So that's the ash leaves. We haven't really explored the scratchy one yet, so let's have a look at that one. Would that colour? Yes, it would go with this beautifully. Speaking of the little monkey, I just had to go and put him back to bed. I've just realised that is, where was I? So I've got this lovely mustard colour. Let's try and fill, that's a bit too big. Let's try and get some in. So yeah. So I guess it's all about, for me, it's just all about layering all of these different bits up. And at the minute, making wreaths is what I'm enjoying doing with these brushes. So this one is the scratchy leaves one, and this one actually makes a really lovely stamp. I think that one is so cute. It's very sketchy. And then this one is oak leaves. This one took me a little while to get right, but let's get like more of an oaky sort of colour. This one is just so lovely, and it glides beautifully. So again, what I like to do is, let's make a new layer actually, just to make things easy for ourselves. But if I put the clipping mask over the top, get a slightly darker colour with Bonobo chalk, and then just add some depth. It's real quick. It's super quick. It's making it look really arty, and it's just, oh, it just mesmerises me. So which ones haven't we done? We've done oak, we've done fir. This one's kind of cute, so I think I might go for like a nice deep, like berry red almost with this one. So this one's got like some little, it's kind of like mistletoe, but it reminds me of like wine because of the berries, which is why I went for a nice deep red. But again, this one is a really cute little stamp. You can make some nice patterns with these. And then what else do we have? Pointy leaves. This one is just a classic. So what colour? I'm going to go for a purple. Oh, these ones. This one might just be my favourite. Although I feel like I changed my mind so much. I just like, oh, I love how they flow. So you could also use them to write text Really, really sweet. So I really hope you enjoyed that little run through of my brand new Procreate brushes. I still haven't put the lid back on the end there of my dying Apple Pencil, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have ordered the brushes, which one's your favourite and what you like to do the most with them. I will leave a link for them down below. They are a downloadable file on my website now, and as I said at the start of the video, they're currently on offer. They'll go back to full price within the next week or so, but I just wanted to have an introductory offer on whilst they're brand new. And if you'd like to see more videos and more brush packs from me as an illustrator, please let me know. I would love to hear your feedback, and yeah, I hope you like them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.